Agricultural production is the superstructure on which lies the prosperity, development, and growth of every nation. Therefore, for Ghana to move beyond aid, the answer lies within the vast, rich, uncultivated land of Ghana. ANG is taking a revolutionary step in agri-mechanization and large-scale farming in the northern region of Ghana to assist move the country Ghana beyond aid. A solid foundation in agriculture will boost our economic structure, and for Africa to move, it has to be self-sufficient, and this is the answer.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to Trends and Trendy YouTube, but this is our chat room and I'm here with a very great man. He is, in fact, when it comes to agribusiness, we can say he is a legend. He's doing very great things in the agribusiness sector. So he is an agripreneur, and we will actually talk about the agripreneur, what it means or what it stands for. And he has 25 years of experience in agribusiness. He is a recognized expert when it comes to agribusiness, and he's doing very great things in Ghana, in Namibia, in Liberia, and other countries as well. His name is Mr. Thomas Abanga.
Welcome to ANG Agromechanical Industries.
In order to materialize his vision, he ventured into rice plantation, specifically Agra rice, a farm of 1,200 acres of land located in the northern region at Daboya district in the town of Go. The land went through its first stage, which was land preparation. With our modern machinery and expertise, we made sure plowing, harrowing, retrovating, and leveling was done with much concentration. Seeding was done and the land was boom sprayed for crop protection. With all the agronomic practices applied to the farm, the rice was at its booting stage.
Expect to have a bumper harvest, good yield. So I believe that we'll be able to feed this country. We'll be able to cultivate rice and feed all our meals. There shouldn't be any need for us. There shouldn't be any reason for us to be importing rice from overseas.
Mr. Thomas Abanga, you're welcome to our chat room.
Thank you very much.
All right, so let's just start on a lighter note. I think you're a very busy man.
Yeah. Just as you are also busy, but at least we've been able to find the synergy where we can connect. To sit down, to dialogue, to dialogue with regards to development issues, especially when it comes to agriculture, which is very critical for the humankind. Whether you are a lawyer, you are a mechanic, you are a journalist, it doesn't matter who you are, but as long as you are a human being, you have to eat.
Yeah.
You have to eat food.
Yeah.
So, and when we look into both books, I'm talking about the major religious books. The first job that humankind ever had was agriculture. God told Adam to go and till the land. And in fact, I always tell people that the clothes that we wear, even these gadgets that you use right now, everything is made up out of the soil. So even the jewelry, the watch, the phones, everything is made out of the soil. So I always tell people that we are actually agriculture. You can't talk about agriculture without soil. So we are agriculture. So I think it is a very critical component in life that needs to be talked about. But unlike other countries, Africa, agriculture is treated like, anything. But it is a very essential component of human living. And agripreneur, in a broader context, is somebody who has knowledge, compassion, to utilize the soil through different means to cultivate food, and that process creating job for humankind.
All right.
That is what agripreneur means. And agripreneur, as we talk about agriculture, is in a broader context that comes with a value chain. Means they have different components. And for you to be actually successful in agriculture, you need to have an idea, not knowledge, you have an idea of those various components to put them together to actually give you production.
Okay.
And I think that is where we are struggling in Africa when it comes to our production systems. You need systems. And one of the major systems, I know we have to go into series, but I just wanted to touch on this because this is very crucial. One of the major systems is what we call mechanization system. Because mechanization is the foundation, is the architecture of agriculture. Everything has an architecture. The human being, we have the anatomy. If you are building a house, you design it. So agriculture as a whole also has an architecture component of it. And that component, major component, is called mechanization systems.
Okay.
And that is what I want us to dwell in, because that is the deficiency we have in Africa, that we don't get our yield, even though we have vast land.
Is that why you established A&G Agromechanical Industries?
Definitely, because A&G Agromechanical, the concept came as engaging the entire value chain, from land development to marketing.
Okay.
Land development, land preparation, seeding, plant protection, harvesting, post-harvesting, processing, and marketing. Down to the kitchen. Even in the kitchen, you have mechanization. The blender that you use to blend your tomato is mechanized.
All right.
It's a system. So A&G actually is a holistic value chain of agriculture system.
What does A&G Agromechanical Industries?
A means Abanga, that's my father's name.
All right.
G means Grace, that's my mother's name. So
Okay.
it's A&G.
So your mother and your father, you combined.
Yes, A&G Agromechanical Systems or Industries. Agro means agriculture. Mechanization is the mechanism that forms the system to propel production.
Okay.
So I hope you get the concept. So, but if you look at African agriculture systems, government and private sector, people still have the notion of trade. Agriculture is not trade. You can't practice agriculture production with the concept of trade, where you just go and buy a machine or you just look at it, okay, let me make money out of it. It is a business that comes with systems. So if you don't put the system in place, it will not be business, because the whole concept of business is to make profit. So agriculture has to be looked into as a business with the right system in place to give you production. Production, not just production, but to give you higher yield. And that is what is lacking. If you go to Israel, they don't have land. Do you know what they're doing? They're doing something we call precision agriculture and vertical agriculture. using a very limited land to get higher yield. And that requires systems.
Okay. So these are the systems that you are involved
Yeah,
in,
that's the
right?
system that we're focusing in. We're focusing in systems to make agriculture production more viable.
So what are some of these systems that you
Word mechanization. Using drones
Okay.
instead of using a knapsack.
All right. How do you use a drone for agriculture? How,
You know-
how does that come into play?
You know, Mr. Amaya, let me tell you something. Everything in this modern era, in the absence of innovation, is obsolete.
Okay.
And I say it again. Anything, whether it's construction, whether it's telecommunication, agriculture, in the absence of technology, is obsolete. We have to move from analog. We're still practicing analog agriculture. We have to evolve from analog to digital.
All right.
You can use a drone that within an hour you can do 10 acres, just spraying your fertilizer
Okay.
or spraying your your fungicides. 10 acres. It takes you maybe 3 or 4 days to use a knapsack to spray the same. The knapsack will not give you precision. Precision means you will not be able to cover the whole ground, to touch the whole grasses. But with a drone, it gives you precision
Okay. So you
in less than time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's innovation.
So you provide innovative ways to
Yes.
promote agriculture or agribusiness.
Yes.
So aside the drone, you also do the tractors. You also do.
Yeah, we do the tractors.
Yeah, and then
the
other things as well.
Yeah, the tractors. Definitely the tractors do. I'm talking about mechanization with that tractors that we use to develop the land, that we use to prepare the land. You use tractors to do land preparation. I'm talking about plowing or harrowing or rotavating. Then you come to seeding, you have to use your planter. If you don't have drones, you use a boom sprayer that requires a tractor. Now, when you are harvesting, there are harvesters that you can hook up to your tractor if you don't have a combine harvester. Do you understand what I'm saying? All that required, all that term, that's mechanization. And with all those things has to go with precision. It has to come with innovation in order to give you a higher yield. There are other countries like Vietnam, like Pakistan, like Thailand. Do you know 1 hectare for rice, they're making 10 tons, 9 to 10 tons. In Ghana, we're talking about 2.5 tons per hectare. Why? Because of the absence of innovation.
Okay. Where did the idea come from? I mean, the idea to set up A&G Agromechanical Industries. Before this interview, you were telling me that you were based in the U.S.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
You moved from U.S. to Ghana. I mean, actually, let's start from there. Why did you move from U.S. to Ghana?
Well, you know,
You stayed in
Home is
the
home.
U.S. for how many years?
about more than 30-something years.
And then you moved from U.S. to Ghana.
Yeah. You know, home is always home. And I always tell people, agriculture is not in my brain, it's in my blood. My dad, Mr. Stephen Abanga, may his soul rest in peace. He was one of the architects of Ghana State Farms after independence. So I grew up in the farm. In fact, I was born in Agric Station, a village in Yendi called Malazere Agric Station. That was where I was born. So I grew up in the farm. It was farming that sent me to school. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I look, coming back to Ghana, what do I need to do? I decided that I need to do something that I was born into and had passion. Not just I was born into it, but I had passion for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I didn't want to come and do it like other people, like how people are farming here. No, I wanted to engage into the entire value chain. You know, but you know the problems we have in this country in terms of perception. Like I was telling you, in the United States, Facebook, for more than 10 years, they were running at a loss. Uber, Microsoft. But because the system recognized that this entity has a potential to revolutionize the society, I'm talking about America, they were giving them all the support system they could. The government gave them all the support system that they needed to sustain them for the future. The society saw, the people saw the value in it. But in Africa, we don't see that. We don't see that it is a struggle to move from one stage to another stage. And you need all hands on deck. You look at it and see, where is it going? We don't have that. You know, so one has to make a decision after all these years and coming back, you know, facing all the challenges, you know, to look into other countries that actually embraces your expertise. That's why we're in Liberia and we're in Namibia.
Okay, so you're in Namibia and then Liberia and then like a part, you're also based in Ghana.
Yeah.
Which countries, let me say, let's start with Ghana. How are you faring in Ghana? Like, how do you do in Ghana here? I mean, in terms of your business.
You know, I always tell people, let's divorce politics from agriculture. The day there's a divorce document between politics and agriculture, we'll be able to export rice, we'll be able to export maize, we'll be able to export other commodities apart from cocoa out of Ghana.
Okay. So with all your expertise, all what you're telling me is, you're not really getting the government, like you're not getting the support of the country, right? Your own country.
I'm not going to go into that. You understand what I'm saying? We have to leave that to the skeptics.
Okay, all right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get you.
Because the perception, you have to be very careful what statement you make and that is put out there. Because there's a limited rationality when it comes to our people. Because we have been tribalized.
Okay.
We have been tribalized. And I always try to stay away from politics. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to look at what are the challenges I'm facing as an individual or as an entity. Then I decide what is it that I need to do to make it happen. So the goal is not who is doing what, who is not doing what.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if we want to look at that, look at this country. Kwame Nkrumah came. What happened to him? They say he was doing the wrong thing. They got rid of him. They put somebody there, Kotoka. What happened to him? He was doing the wrong thing. They got rid of him. Buzia came. Oh, the guy is doing the wrong thing. What happened to him? They got rid of him. A champion came. Oh, the guy is not doing the right thing. They got rid of him. I can name things and things and things in this country. So for me, it's waste of time to be talking about what I don't believe what the country can do for me. I believe in what I can do for the country.
All right. Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
That's what I'm focused on.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Okay. So I think we have to change our mentality of being dependent on the country. I came, things were not working out for me. I launched into other. Am I not talking to you in Ghana? Am I talking to you in Liberia?
No.
Am I talking to you in Namibia?
No.
Am I talking to a Namibian?
No.
Am I talking to a Liberian?
No.
Am I talking to a Ugandan?
No.
I'm talking to a who?
A Ghanaian.
Where?
In Ghana.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Do you get my point?
Yeah. You also, have Abanga farms.
Yeah.
And then
that's the production arm. The ANG is the technical arm.
All right.
Where our initial intention was to set up an assembly plant where we can assemble tractors. Because it doesn't matter. Look, the process of doing, the reason why we're agripreneur is to create jobs. It's not just to create production, but to create jobs and build human capacity. That is very crucial. There is no industrialized country. Let's talk about Pakistan. Let's talk about China, India. We talk about South Korea. We talk about Brazil, Argentina. All these countries decided that, look, we're not going to depend on the United States or the Western world. First of all, they had to discover that they have different agro ecosystems. Different agro ecosystem. From here, if you go to the United States, they have winter. Do we have winter here?
No.
Huh?
No.
The tractors that they design, the engineer and the design, they put thermostats to regulate. So in the engineering, they factor in thermostats. In Europe, they have winter, right?
Yeah.
Do we have winter here?
No.
So now you're going to bring those tractors here.
All right.
What will happen to them?
Yeah, they will spoil.
Yeah. So the Indians and the Chinese decided that, look, our agro ecosystem.
Does not support.
So they decided to design and engineer their own agro inputs.
All right. And that's
That was the mentality that I came with.
Yeah.
I said, look, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, look, go to magazine, Kumasi magazine. Go to Tamale magazine. Go to, where do they sell spare parts? What they call the place? Take your car there. They will find something to make it work. So we have the brains.
Yeah.
I said that in class with white guys. I'm not trying to be prejudiced here, but I think we got some better brains, man.
Yeah. So you think Ghana should be doing?
Yes,
Ghana
that's what we're doing. And that was the idea. That was the reason why A&G
was formed.
A&G Agromechanical Industries.
Yeah.
So you have the agri,
You have the mechanization.
you have the mechanization, and you have
the
industries.
Yeah.
So we had to look into what? To the entire value chain, from production to marketing.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And the concept was, look, we're going to design our own input. So I said, look, we're not going to buy full tractors and bring them into this country. We're not doing that. We're going to bring them pieces. We come here and we re-engineer them and assemble them.
So you mean your tractors were assembled here in Ghana?
Let me say you something. Look, watch the video. The tractors we brought to Tamale, I brought about more than 40 tractors. Oh, you didn't see it in the video? I sent you the video. You watch it. You saw the tractors?
Yeah, I saw.
You saw those. Look, there were some of the mechanics, the engineers who were putting the tractors together. They never stepped in the classroom.
Wow.
And we assembled them in Tamale.
Wow.
The floor, we didn't have a factory. We assembled them on the floor.
The right harvesters and everything.
Everything.
Wow. That's
Go and check the
amazing.
video out. Go and check the video out. Go and check it out. Go check it out.
Wow.
So that was the concept.
Yeah. And this is a Ghanaian doing it.
This is a Ghanaian
There's
doing
not a white
it.
person doing
This
it.
is not a
That's
white
Ghanaian.
person.
I mean, we are not, like you said, we are not being prejudicial,
Yes.
but this is a Ghanaian doing it.
Go to magazine, Kumasi.
Wow.
There are brains there. That can even build robots.
Okay.
We just need to find them. So my idea, the whole goal was to fish them out. They are there. Go fish them out.
And you did fish.
Put the idea, yeah. I had the idea. I had the concept. I put it on the table and I fished them out and let them do it.
All right.
Go to Legon. Go to KUST. There are boys in there who can.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So that was it. That was it. So I said, look, for us to change the economy, the trajectory of agriculture, we need to be doing our own thing. We need to be doing. That was the whole idea.
You challenged yourself to do it.
Yeah.
And you did it. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
so I mean, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, when you come with such ideas, you see, because we're extremely myopic, you say, oh, that is too known guy, man. Let's see how long it's going to last.
But you have done it for years.
In America, it's not like that, buddy. People want you to succeed because if you succeed, you're going to take somebody along.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of changing our mentality.
Yeah. And then your rice farm, your mechanized rice farm,
Yeah.
Abanga farms.
Yes.
15,120 metric tons. 4,000.
But I think, yeah.
4,000 football fields.
I mean,
let me stay on the football
do you know what? Let me say this.
All right.
I don't want to talk about land scale. Let's talk about production. I mean, you got it on video.
Yeah.
You saw the rice.
Yeah, I saw.
You saw the rice.
Yeah.
So that is that. Do you know that? Look, I played this thing in Europe, in Russia. I was in Russia. All right, and I was doing a presentation. Russia. I was in Russia. They told me, no, this is not in Africa.
Wow. But it's here in Ghana, in Africa.
Yes. Yes. That's where we did it, in Ghana, northern region. Taboya. Go there. It's a valley there. They call it Abanga Valley. The name is there. Yeah. Even though we had to fold up, you know.
So this
and then leave, you know, and go to other countries. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's there. In fact, there was a day I was in the farm, and the villagers were passing, and they look at the farm. There were drones up there. They said, "Wow! If not a white man who will come here and do this, who can do that?" Yeah. So for them, it was a white guy who came and do the farming, not a black guy. And I was standing there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So the 4,000 football fields, we have seen football stadiums. We have seen, I mean, how big
I think
they are. Like it can accommodate, I mean, 50,000.
You know, I keep telling you, I keep telling you.
And you have 4,000 football fields, rice farm.
I keep telling you.
Big.
I keep telling you in agriculture. Do you know what we talk about? We talk about yield per hectare.
All right. Explain, because I mean
a yield per hectare. That's what we talk about. Okay. We're not talking about the landscape.
How, I mean, the yield is what is
that is what's important to you. Yeah. You can have
you
can have 10 hectares.
Yeah.
You can have 10 hectares.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're producing 10 metric tons per hectare.
Yeah.
Somebody will have 20 hectares.
And
you're producing 2 hectares. Do you understand? Yeah. So the concentration shouldn't be on the landscape. It should be on the yield. So, like, and when we were scaling up, scaling up to 7 metric tons per hectare.
Wow.
And the goal was to hit 9. That's what is happening in Pakistan, in Thailand, and in Vietnam. And you know, let me talk about Thailand, because I've been to Thailand.
Okay.
I've been to Vietnam.
Yeah.
I've been to Pakistan.
Yeah.
I've been to all the major producing rice countries in the world. So I'm not just sitting down talking. Do you know what is happening now?
You share with us.
You know what is happening now? I keep telling people in the next 10 years, the entire world is going to depend on us for food. Didn't I tell you when we were discussing?
Yeah. And then human capital.
And human capital.
Yeah.
Because 60% of Africa, I'm talking about arable land that you can cultivate for food, is in Africa. 60%. What is happening? We know that the rice that we eat, people don't even want to eat the local rice. They will be compelled in 10 years to be eating the local rice. So I think they should start eating now. You know what is happening? China, when they advertise their human capital, companies in the United States and Europe shut down their factories and move to China because of cheap labor. The Chinese suck all their technology, grew their own companies, and then jacked up the labor prices. Those companies, do you know what they're now doing? They're moving to Vietnam, rice, Thailand, Cambodia. They're moving to those countries. And what is happening right now, in the villages, the boys, men and girls who are in the farms producing the rice, you know what they're doing? They're moving into the cities to work in those factories. So you know what production is doing? Yeah. It's down. So it's about time for us to wake up.
All right.
And start producing.
You have been giving projects, contracts, big contracts, 900 over 900 and I mean 900.
Stop talking figures. Stop.
No. I mean,
stop talking figures.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
No, stop talking.
When I look at your projects, the projects that you handle.
You know, let's you know, for me, I don't like. There are 2 things I don't talk.
Okay.
In my discussion, I don't talk about money and I don't talk about politics.
Why? Let's start with money.
Because in Africa, when you talk about money, when you talk about money, you are creating enemies.
All right. Okay.
Because our minds have not grown to compete. When you talk about politics, you are creating enemies. So there are two things I don't talk about in my interviews. I don't talk about money. I don't talk about politics. Create enmity.
But you were a great man.
Well, that is in your context. That is look. I just know that I'm on a mission. Time will come, I'll pack up. I got limited time, Paddy.
You have 10,000 mechanized full rice farm. Where is it?
Well, when we talk about,
let me put it the right way. It's 10,000 acres.
Yeah,
right?
10,000. That's in the progressive.
Yeah, I left the acres.
Yeah. We're talking about progressive production.
All right.
In agriculture.
Where is this? Where is this sitting? Is this sitting in Ghana here?
You want them to get me out. There are certain things we just have to play with it, all right? Because there's something, I believe in darkness. I believe in darkness. Do you know why when a woman gets pregnant, the baby is in darkness?
There might be a mystery to it, which you help us, decipher.
Darkness is good for you.
All right.
Darkness is good for you.
Okay.
It preserves you. It protects you to grow. When you are grown, then you come out. So for me, for now, I'm in darkness. I love it.
All right.
When God created the world, He created it in darkness. Can you imagine when He wanted to make Eve out of Adam? He put him to sleep.
Yeah.
When you are sleeping, do you see anything?
No,
Darkness.
you don't. Yeah.
So keep me in darkness, Amir. Will you?
I sure will. Do you think Ghana can, let me put it this way, can make it? Or let's say, do you think Ghana has got the great minds to develop the nation? Do you think Ghana will even develop? Are we developing?
Let's talk about the concept of independence.
Okay.
Where did they start?
It started with a man.
Where?
Where? In Ghana here.
Yeah. I still got hope in Ghana. Do I have hope in the system? I will not criticize the system. I would say it's a challenge.
But we have the great minds to do it, right?
We have great minds. But are they given the opportunity? Are they given access? I have a 9-year-old daughter in the United States. She's in the 5th grade. When she came here to Ghana, the U.S. Embassy, the Americans made sure that they know where he is, where she resides. Because they look at her, she's in 5th grade. She's 9 years old, she's in 5th grade. She's been jumped 3 times. She's the youngest in her class. 3 years younger in her class. But they saw something and they preserved. She has a psychiatrist, she has a sociologist that attend to her. But they saw that she will be somebody. She may come up with something that will change.
So you think here in Ghana, the youth, we are supposed to, our mindset is supposed to change,
Question,
right?
I would say the question is, does the system
support that?
support that?
Must it always
That's
be
the
about
question.
the system, or it should be about the people?
Well, the people are there. As we speak right now, there are children right now who can design drones, who can design medicine, who can come up with medicine that will get rid of COVID. They are here. Is the system looking for them?
All right. Okay.
It is the responsibility of the system to discover them.
Will we get there?
It's a great question. That needs some thoughts. It's a system. That's what the system is for. Look for them, grow them, and let them do what they're supposed to do to impact the country.
What are your principles in life?
To factor in the human condition. To factor in the human condition. Number one is hard work. Number two is honesty. Number three is vision. For me, those are the principles.
Hard work, honesty, vision.
Yeah.
And you think, and that these are the three, vehicles or principles that have propelled you to become the person you are now.
Any other person, not just me. And these things are struggle. For you to be in that realm, it's a struggle. Because we have the human condition. The human condition is greed, jealousy, and other factors. Those are the human condition that fight against the principle I just laid out. And the black race, that is our disease.
How do we cure this disease?
We have to reinvent our thinking. I always tell people, look, in 40 years, I think I'll be out of here. I will not be around 40, 50 years. I'll be history. But I have children.
Yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah and the other leaders who did things and they keep sustaining us today, they weren't thinking of their days. They were thinking about the future. The great United States, any politicians that comes to power is thinking about what will I do 10, 100 years, 200 years when I'm not there? What will impact my country?
Share with us your life history. How did you begin?
Look, I told you that I was born in a village called Malgere. I used to walk 5 miles to go to Yendi. 10 miles a day. I did it for 8 years. I went to secondary school. I used to go to Volta region to do APA. I started farming when I was 11 years old.
All right.
Check it out.
Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I used to carry firewood to sell.
Okay.
But I always had a dream and a vision that I want to be in the United States. I'm going to study there. You got to dream big or die. And guess what? I went to the United States, got my education. I will not talk.
Yeah. So, a young guy from, residing in a village somewhere in the northern region.
Yeah.
And then with this big dream.
Yeah. I was writing. Look, when I was in P3, I was writing letters. I had pen pals. P3. I had pen pals in the United States. I wrote them back and forth. In fact, in Yendi, the postmaster used to be mad at me. Because when I'm going, do you know what I go with? I go with a fertilizer sack to collect my mail. So he used to say, you make us work hard. We have to be sorting meals. I used to write. I go to the missionaries, I do some work. They say, we want to give you money. I say, no, I want books. I want to read. My mind was, I want to go to the United States.
And then you went there, stayed there for 35 years, and then you are back to Ghana, and you are doing big
I don't know about that.
In Ghana,
we still try.
In Namibia,
we still try.
Liberia.
We still try.
Yeah,
there are a lot of challenges. Right now, our focus is in Volta region.
Volta region, yeah.
You know,
what are you doing in the Volta region right now?
Well, I said we're still in the dark. I want to take you one day, then we'll be talking there.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like you. You are very persistent, because for you to bring me up to this point to come and be talking, I decided not to talk to media. I want to be in the dark. Do you know a lizard?
Yeah.
You know a lizard?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the male lizard. In my dialect, in the Dagbani dialect, they say, "Bandoy no sokme kozomoy." That means that the lizard say, "I want to hide for my hair to be red." Other than the kids, they will kill it and eat it.
Yeah.
So for now, keep me in the dark.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right. Leave us with some moral values or some last words that you think we the youth or maybe anybody that's watching can take out from you.
One thing I would say: don't depend on the government. Don't think of what the government will do for you. Think about what you can do for your country. That should be your mentality. And if you take that path, opportunities will meet you on the way. But if you sit down and say, oh, the government, the system, this, that, no. You die thinking. Whatever. I think everybody, all of us are endowed with some capabilities. All we need to do is to exploit those capabilities and generate and rekindle the passion in us. Then we can run with it and do great things. Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Is it an iPhone?
Yeah, that's an iPhone.
That's Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, Microsoft. Do you use a computer?
Yeah.
You use Facebook?
Yeah, I use Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg. If somebody who you want to shop online, Amazon. Jeff Bezos. Max Elon. Without the presence of his father. He wants to create another world in space.
And you believe we will get there?
I believe we will get there. We'll pass there.
We will pass there.
Maybe I will not be there with you.
Yeah, but we will pass there.
Because it's a struggle in this system where everybody want to destroy you. Everybody want to destroy you. You can fall. In America, when you're walking, you fall, people want to get you up. But here, when you fall, people will say, let's kill him.
But you need to be strong and keep moving.
Yes. You got to have a belief system. I don't care what beliefs you have, but you should build that system.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, buddy.
I think we are very much blessed with your presence and your knowledge and everything that you've shared with us. And I think we will still come back, right? Yeah.
If I'm in the country,
yeah, we need
because you know I'm always in and
out. Yeah, you're a
out.
very busy man. I know. But like you said,
One day I'll be settled. I'm looking for something.
Okay.
When I get it, I will settle.
All right.
Right. So the door is always open for you.
Okay.
I think you are a great guy and you
Thank
got
you
a
very
great
much.
potential.
Thank you very much.
You got to exploit.
Okay.
Exploit with hard work and make sure the light of your passion keep burning.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have been blessed, like I said, with in the presence and the knowledge of Mr. Thomas Abanga, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the A&G Agromechanical Industries and also has Abanga Farms. And he's a very mighty man. But he wants to stay in the dark for the time being.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for watching. And then subscribe to Trends and Trendy YouTube. This is Amiel Chatroom. My name is Amiel. I bounce out. Thank you.
Thank you.